Now, previous video I did highlight the insurance registrations that Neo scored, right? And it was over 7,500 as I highlighted on that previous video, with of course over 4,000 of those insurance registrations coming from Onvo. And that was just knowing that Onvo is able to constitute 4,000 of the over 7,500 insurance registrations, something that is very interesting. Because look, anyways, whatever we are seeing on the insurance registrations is not supposed to surprise us, because even when Neo did their guidance or their forecast on last year, planning the total number of vehicles they intend on delivering this year, Onvo had more deliveries than Neo. But of course, we want Neo deliveries to improve, and that what we are talking, or that which we want of Neo insurance registrations also improving, we are going to get from September, because the new Neo ES8 is going to seriously boost the deliveries of Neo. And that is one thing that so many of the investors we are patiently waiting for. Now we just got the figures, or someone's shared this photo of Onvo. I think in fact it's Onvo, where you will know that Onvo's target for just the L90 alone, they want to get to 10,000, right? And as seen on the screen, with 3 weeks, 3 full weeks in, Onvo, it's currently sitting at 8,940. Now, this 8,940, you will know that it comes from the first 3 days of August, where we saw Onvo delivering 1,980, followed by the second full week where we saw, followed by the first full week of August, where we saw, of course, Onvo L90 having 2,090 cars, which you will notice there that the cumulative now adds the 2,090 and 1,980, which gives 4,070 cars, right? Second full week, we got 2,330, which then, this was last week's insurance registrations, which gave the total cumulative insurance registrations or deliveries for the Onvo L90 to be at 6,400. Then this week, we got 2,540, as we discussed on the video where we were talking about the insurance registrations. Now, when you add all of that, it gives the total cumulative as of last week on Sunday, it's sitting at 8,940. Now remember, Onvo intends on getting 10,000 as the base, and this right here, it's showing us that, look man, we might actually get 11 or 12,000 of Onvo in the first full month since the official launch, which is going to be so great. Because if Onvo L90 scores, let's say 12,000, right, we are most definitely going to see L60 having a minimum of 6,000 cars. 6,000, 12,000, we're talking about plus 18,000 deliveries of Onvo alone before we get to Neo. Let's say Neo, they get maybe 12,000, 13,000, let's say 12,000. That's 30,000 deliveries only from Neo and of course Onvo, right? There is Firefly. Remember Firefly, it's targeting 4,000 deliveries this month. And looking at how they've been doing, also them, they are going to get to that 4,000. I'm telling you, because insurance registrations for this week, they got over 800, which all obviously puts them in line, or in place to get to 4,000. Because first full week they got 684, second week 880, last week they got 883. And mind you, take cognizance of the fact that that 780 of that week where Neo had over 7,900 insurance registrations, Onvo had 780, right? Which is absolutely great, something that is exciting, and I look forward to what is coming. So there is a lot that can still happen, and we still got this last week, right? I mean, I can tell you something. If you add 4,000 Firefly deliveries to the 30,000 Neo and Onvo deliveries, that puts Neo at around 34,000 deliveries. That is the deliveries, or that is the kind of deliveries that we need to expect, or that we can expect from Neo, right, as a whole, which is something that is very, very good. And look man, though we won't get the 40,000, 34, 35,000 deliveries will still be very great, because it will be showing NIO's momentum to victory, right? It will be showing NIO's recovery to profitability. And September, it's going to be so great, even much better. September, it is going to be the first month that I think we are going to see 40,000 deliveries, because Onvo L90 it's also targeting to deliver even way more than what they delivered. And if Onvo can deliver over 15,000 and L60 delivers even much better, let's say 8,000, it will be taking maybe the overall Onvo deliveries to almost 25,000, right? This is something that is very much possible for Onvo in the month of September. And if they go over 20,000, let's say worst case scenario over 20,000, which we know they are going to achieve, right? When they go over 20, if they go over 20,000 and NIO also tries their best to obviously deliver minimum 15,000 deliveries, that obviously is going to put NIO at a very comfortable place to be almost at 35,000. And when you add now Firefly deliveries, we should easily get 40,000 deliveries, but we will get to that point. But this month it looks like 35,000 is reachable, right? 34, 35,000 is reachable, which is something that I think we should expect coming from NIO next week on Monday, when they announce the August deliveries. But to know that obviously Onvo L90 is already on the path or on the road to get to the 10,000 deliveries, something that is great. Who knows? As right now I'm doing this video, Onvo, chances are very high that we'll be closer to that 10,000 mark, right? Because if on a weekly basis they are getting 2,000 or over 2,500, who knows? I think this week, since it's the last week, you might find them doing 500 deliveries of the Onvo L90. And when you add all that, it's going to obviously result in deliveries going over 12,000, which is something that we want to see. We want to see that, right? And I think that is very much possible, because anyways, even if you check the history of insurance registrations, the deliveries of the last week or insurance registrations of the last week are usually higher. I mean, have a look there at that chart. That 7,900 that you see there, it came on the last week of July, right? Yes, there were 3 days that fell under August, but mostly it was July, which is something that obviously shows you that last week there's always this thing of deliveries becoming more or becoming much better than the other weeks. And don't write NIO off for reaching 35,000 as yet, because it might come this week. It's going to be very much possible because of the L90 or the deliveries that will come from the L90. Remember, what NIO said they are doing is that they are going to continuously improving the production capacity of all their brands. And Firefly, next month you will know that the production capacity is expected to reach 5,500. I mean, from September, which is next month, Firefly production capacity is expected to increase or grow by 10% going forward, right? Meaning that in September, Firefly will produce 5,500. In October, Firefly will produce plus 6,000 Fireflies, which this is going to be so great, something that, of course, like I said, we look forward to. So yeah, man, I look forward. I just thought I'd quickly give you these updates. Tell me what you think about this. We are in it for an all-time high. We are in it for a new record, and thanks to the L90 doing a great job of boosting the new deliveries. And this will be the model, or one of the models, that will take us to the promised land. This has been, since this model has been launched, the share price of NIO has been also reacting positively. Yes, the ES8 is also bringing some massive positive sentiment on the NIO share price, but it started with the Onvo L90. Anyways, let me end it here. I'll see you on the next one. That is all from me, and God bless you all.